Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, he's and theys and everyone.
What have you?
And it's,
Yeah,
some people these
look,
days.
there are so many pronouns nowadays, and I don't mean this in any way offensive. I can't keep them straight. So welcome, everyone. I don't judge.
Today, everybody is a they.
Whatever
Look,
the fuck you are,
for
welcome.
for real. And like I said, I don't judge. I don't care. My job is literally in mental health. So like,
Thank you for being here anyways.
yeah, for real. If you guys enjoy our crazy shenanigan bullshit, then we welcome you nonetheless. And speaking of crazy shenanigan bullshit, I believe as of this moment, our YouTube VODs and our podcast services are up to date.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Yep. Trying to have those up by Tuesdays now because I have classes on Tuesdays that I have to attend online. So there's nothing better for me to do than to upload our videos.
I see.
Most of the time. Anyway,
Videos are more important than education.
it's something I can do in the background. I can't just sit and listen to somebody talk at me for an hour and a half.
But we
So-
do it. Wait a minute. But we do it to you when playing D&D.
No.
Sometimes.
No.
Feels like it.
You talk with me most of the time.
Oh, I ask
Yeah.
a lot of questions.
Eh. So, speaking of questions, who would like to attempt to do the recap for this week? I believe Rona did it last week.
Agreed.
So do we
I
have
still
some?
had that inspiration.
Okay, so do we have someone else?
Oh, I need inspiration badly. But honestly, I don't remember anything from last week, so I can't.
We should have Asta do it.
I believe she has inspiration.
I actually don't because I used it, but I don't remember what happened last
Wait,
time.
let me
Take a guess.
try. Let me try.
We'll piece it together as a group.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Well, let me try
Okay,
first.
yeah, go for it.
Last week we continued fighting the fallen angel, Doma.
So far, you are correct.
And Cardin actually biting the dust for a little bit. We did beat Doma. Had a little moment with him where he stood like a badass and just his soul went up, leaving his body still standing like a badass. And Valinor went to pick Cardin up with a
Revivify.
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 Yep.
So Cardin's back up. We finished that. We went down the mountain.
One thing I will clarify very quickly about the Doma individual. As he was standing there and you guys had spent a little bit of time on the mountain to kind of regroup, you guys would have noticed it wouldn't have happened immediately just due to the power that this man had. His body was beginning to deteriorate, and that's simply because angels and some other demon or some other creatures that are not from the material plane, their bodies return to the plane in which they came from. Angels are included in that list, so his was a slow progress because of his special predicament that he was in. But he was returning back to the halls of Elysium.
His soul was purified on the way up.
Elysium sounds like fun.
Don't don't look up lore on Elysium, and not unless you plan to have a second Valhalla kind of a idea.
New Valhalla.
No.
I don't know which one I would want to go to, Valhalla or Elysium, honestly. Anyway, Dinak, I think apologize for interrupting you. Go ahead and continue.
Well, we got down the mountain and made it back to the tower that... Give me a second. The name's here. I've got the name somewhere. Esan gave us.
I'm just going to start calling people like Jason and Jason 2 and Jason 3. No, I'm kidding.
Every innkeeper's named Jason.
Anyways, we made it there, rested for the day/night, had a little speech where we all kind of said our mushies, and set out the next day for Cardin's. I do believe you called them herd at one point.
Yes, actually, he did.
Mhm.
But pretty much his tribe.
Yes, his tribe.
Mhm.
Where Cardin, looking up, got a nat 20 on his survival roll for the day.
Yes, made for some very good time. Unfortunately, maybe too good of time.
And
Do you remember?
I think that's where we ended.
Do you remember where exactly we ended it? Because
Let me pull up.
I know Katya serenaded everybody before bed.
that was before the natural 20.
With a very good performance roll, yes. It wasn't nat 20, but it was close.
It was a 23, which, I mean, natural 17 for you, so within 5%. Do you remember, Dinak? Otherwise, it's fine.
No.
Okay. I will give you the inspiration, the inspiration, because you did recite basically more than 75% of the last week. Excuse me. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, Cardin, we know you looked swole, more so than normal. Everybody leveled up to level 12? 12.
11, but if we could have 12, I'll take it.
Was it 12?
Wow.
No, it was 11.
Oh man.
Don't trick me like that.
Don't
Don't trick me, guys. No. You're not allowed.
You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want the 12.
Don't make me kill you again.
I mean, it's not our job to keep up with everybody's level.
Okay. I'll remember this the next time I plan the next encounter.
Damn it, Katya!
It's your job to keep up with all that, so that
Anyway.
you don't kill us.
Anyway.
Don't lump the rest of us into Katya's murder.
Hey, you lumped the rest of us into almost our murder.
I mean, most of you
That was
guys...
the story.
Yeah, most of you guys were okay.
We didn't have to fight the angel, but, you know.
Eventually you would have, but that's just because of the corrupted nature. Anyway. Oh, you guys, at the very end of the episode, last week, Cardin, especially with a natural 20 survival check, a familiar scent had hit his nose, the smell of brimstone. And as he was coming to a stop, there a bone white demon made itself known to you guys, cackling madly, raving about the smell of human flesh is making him go a little even more cuckoo. So we start this week as a group of individuals who have freshly hit level 11 and have picked up some new gizmos and gadgets along their way. And we get to kick it off this week
With battle.
by rolling initiative. Give me a moment. I'll pull turn order up and move you guys over with some battle music. The turn order is up. Here is the map. So just so that you guys are aware, you guys were currently you guys were currently walking to the north, so to the top part of the map. Oh, there's no layer here.
Ooh, 15 is not bad. Oh, but that's on the wrong token.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
And I have to roll initiative from them. Okay. Is that right? No, I was one off.
Asta?
There we go. And I'm just gonna have it.
There we go. You have to insert me with a 15, but yeah.
Aren't you maintaining a ever-present form of female Katya?
Not when I'm in combat and I had to concentrate on something else.
Well, but that concentration is technically still up before combat starts, would it not be?
Fair.
It doesn't matter. I'll just add this one, because I'm sure you're gonna.
Yeah. Start concentrating on something else immediately.
Carden, you have advantage on initiative rolls. And we also need Asta. Oh, Asta already rolled. Nice. All right, you'll take the 11.
Yeah. Ooh. Did you roll?
Is that everybody?
Asta's is on there.
Yeah. Shouldn't Asta go first?
I just changed it. Yeah, that's everybody. It seems a little low. But that's everybody. Alrighty.
Because we were used to the lair action.
Alright. As this creature kind of cackles in this maddening flash! Asta, you are up first, being the first one to react.
Yeah.
I will go after the white one, the white creature.
The white one? Okay, go for it. You just gonna shoot it? Or you gonna bonus action? What are you gonna do?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. All right, mark off the spell slot, and I will give you your target. Whoa. Has like a small little bullseye kind of formulates out of the shadows of the tree line here along this creature's kind of carapace and body. You take careful aim with your bow and shaboom. 21. That does have the. It does have the sharpshooter built into it. 21 hits. It's just 20. It's not the 28. It's 20, but still, big freaking hit.
Also, the Hunter's Mark damage.
Yep. Don't forget your Hunter's Mark, which is a D6. Extra 2. Okay. And you can see part of the kind of like shoulder joint that you hit kind of crack and splinter as like You have a second shot.
I would like to do it again.
I'll do it again.
Do it again. 16 unfortunately misses. After the first one impacts, it ducks low, kind of getting low to the ground, almost like a cat in a predatorial pounce-like position. Would you like to move anywhere?
I think I'm in a good spot for right now.
Okay, that'll bring us to Valinar. I did not get
Sure,
that.
let's-
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I hadn't actually said anything important yet.
Gotcha. I apparently chose a poor color. Your your arrow's a little hard to see. That's funny.
Alright, I am...
About 15 feet away from each of them.
At level 4, cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, God. Okay. That is wisdom saving throws for both of them immediately, correct?
Yes. Since I'm 15 feet away.
Alrighty. Let's see here. We will do this creature first.
Wow. That was not exactly good damage, but oh well.
That's nuts.
I mean, if
Okay.
I'm reading this right, it's 17 damage. That's
Oh, mine says 13.
Yeah, it's
Yes, it's
it's
13,
13 damage. That 4 is a 4th level, not extra damage. It's already calculated. Spirit Gardens is a 3rd level spell that is normally 3d8, so it's 4d8 and
no,
13.
I was seeing a lot of dice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, that creature just straight up failed. And he's not resistant or immune to that one. This one. Oh, wow. Apparently this one's pretty much more wise. That's a soft 20 for the creature to the south, which means he will take 7 damage. Which is half. So, and then you are concentrating.
Yep.
And we'll save you at that one. There you go. There's your aura.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see an aura.
I think it goes without saying, but all my party members are
Excluded.
immune
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
You should be able to see it. Stream can see it. There we go. I'll change it. There you go. Now you guys should be able to see it. I don't know why that was any different, but that'll bring us to Katya.
What does that yellow barrier do? Or
Nothing.
aura?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Nothing to you.
Then I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to move further away. Give me one moment while I do that.
Okay. Oh, they changed the ruler icon
A new spell.
too.
Yep.
Yes, I did. I'm going to target this one with Mental Prison.
The
roll
one to. Yeah, can you click that for me, please?
I did. I guess it didn't do anything. But
You
I
may
used
have-
my spell slot. What the hell? Okay.
You may have to click on the right-hand side of display in VTT.
Oh. There it goes. Oh! Oh, the second one is if he moves out. Okay. So,
Can you put the description in the chat too, so that I can
Yes,
read it,
yes.
please? Please and thank you.
display. Don't roll it.
Perfect. Oh, your
Yep.
6th level spell. Okay.
Yep.
And what? Wow. Okay. Well. No, I don't know how to rule this one.
Whatever do you mean?
Hold on. I want to make sure he can even be affected by it. Okay. So that's the 5d10 and the 10d10.
Yep.
So I rolled a natural 20,
What?
but he has a -3 to his intelligence. So it's a 17.
It's still a failure.
But it's still a natural 20, which is autos. Right, but it's still an auto success.
Is it really?
Natural 20s are in combat on saves and attack rolls. Saves and attack rolls are auto successes. But even with a -3, it would still be a 17.
Which is a failure.
Correct. You know what? I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm gonna split the difference in damage a little bit, but give him the rest of the penalties and stuff as if he succeeded on the saving throw.
You mean failed on the saving throw?
No, succeeded. So he succeeds on the saving throw, but he's gonna take some more damage because of this weird in between. Instead of taking 35, he's gonna take. Let's see, that's 11 points difference, so he will take 41 points of psychic damage. Sorry, what did I just say? No, it's 31 points of difference.
Yeah.
So that would be, we'll say he takes
66?
no, he'd take, I think 40, no, he'll take 47, I think is about
47?
half. That's about half, I believe. It's enough. He's already really hurt. But it'll technically be a success in his with the rest of this.
All right.
You attempt to bind a creature with an illusionary cell that only it perceives. So what is the cell that you try to lock it within?
I'm gonna take something out of Valinar's book and surround him with like spears of light.
More light.
More light.
okay.
Spears of light.
Yeah. So they almost look like lightning bolts staked all around him.
Oh wow, okay.
Except he passed, so it fades.
Yeah, but like you can tell like these spears of light, kind of almost javelin-like in nature, kind of pierce into this creature's mind in a sense, as it kind of shakes off the extended effect. You can tell that he was racked by that amount of damage. Jesus Christ. Mental prison. What? Just for my own reference, what book is this in? Do you not know?
I'm gonna have to look that up for you.
You don't. Okay, just come back to me later on that, just because.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Ow. That'll bring us to the enemy's turn.
So, start of their turn.
Yep, start of their turn. We got some more wisdom saving throws, and you can roll new damage. That's better. 16. Okay. The Bone Devil, I'll just go ahead and give you guys the name, rolled a 22 on the save. And the other creature, that is a Howler, what also is a, I believe that's a 19. Yeah.
Okay.
So they both save.
Book is Xanathar.
A DC
Okay, thank you. Ooh, okay, so
8.
oh yeah, because that's what his is with that. So nice. Okay, I rolled much better on this one. So,
And just for reference, it is radiant damage.
yeah, they have no resistances or immunities that you can tell, or vulnerabilities.
I don't know if they do or not. I just wanted to clarify that because I didn't last turn.
That is fine. I am relatively familiar with. Alright, so. This creature is going to move here.
Well, hi. Hello.
And I need all of you
Oh, it's gonna do one of these things.
to make a wisdom saving throw as it lumbers forward, and the bag underneath its jaw fills with air as it
Nope. That ain't gonna work.
out.
Are you kidding me?
Gosh.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. Let me roll the. Here's the boy. The thing is, I get a +5 to wisdom. saves.
Is your Phantom Warrior immune to being frightened?
I do believe so. Yep.
Okay, then this effect has no effect on the Phantom Warrior.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Valinar, you succeed. Katya, fail.
No.
Dinok, fail. Cardin, Asta.
Wisdom save rolls, please, guys.
Oh god.
Arden fails.
One second on Astas.
Okay. 7 is not going to cut it, Cardin.
Well, Jordan,
Don't I have
Jordan, you're
advantage on wisdom
Kalistar.
saves?
You got 21.
Oh, you're right. So Cardin would succeed.
Kalistar.
Yeah, Kalishtar bullshit. They make great barbarians. Ooh, okay. 13, Asta, that is still a failure. So, those of you who failed, which happens to be everybody except for Valinar and Cardin, you guys,
Start bullshit, go.
right? You guys are considered frightened until the end of the Howler's next turn. While a creature is frightened in this way, its speed is halved and it is incapacitated, which means you cannot take actions or reactions.
Well, that sucks.
And then if you save or if the effect ends, wait, is it? On a successful save, you are immune to the effect for the next 24 hours.
I hope it to be dead in the next 24 hours.
I would hope so.
But being incapacitated doesn't mean you can't move, right?
You can't take actions either.
Well, I mean, it doesn't.
he's fine.
It says you can't take actions or reactions, but about moving.
Yeah. Can't take actions or reactions. I think movement is technically something different, so yeah, because it also says your speed is halved. I don't know why it would have that if you couldn't
Okay.
move. So you have, half your movement speed.
Okay.
This creature is going to, because it's already done that, is going to just kind of and let out a whistle. I don't want to whistle because it'll probably not get picked up. Yep, like ow.
Sorry.
And off to the side, you guys are gonna watch as two creatures kind of come trotting out, kind of almost emerging as if flames themselves, flames as they emerge there. But that is their turn. They can do nothing this
Ooh,
turn.
haven't we fought those before?
Have you?
Are those hellhounds?
My connection's been interrupted.
And then this creature is going to move. Give me 1 second here. Do.
Really?
Your white demon looks like Evil the Cat, but mixed with alien.
He is going to move right there as he picks up and flies with these almost paper thin like wings as he
Oh god.
he is going to make 2 attacks on Asta.
Oh, okay.
He does.
Did he have enough speed? Because it was difficult terrain in that area.
Oh, so he
But he was
wouldn't.
flying.
It doesn't matter. It's a radius effect. So
Oh, okay, I got you.
yeah.
real quick.
So his what
Yeah,
is his?
An affected creature's speed is halved in the area.
In the area. Okay. Is that only on a failed save, or is that just while they're in the area?
That's before it even talks about the save.
Okay, so he wouldn't be able to get there actually.
There you go.
So instead, let's see. He was there. Can he get? All right. Instead, he will land here. He should. Yeah, he can just get to there with his speed. And he's gonna make. He's gonna start with 2 attacks, and because he's located there, he's gonna make his attacks on Cardin, who is not raging yet, by the way. Alright, so first attack, natural 20.
Of course. Every time.
Don't worry, it's not a ton of damage yet.
Every time when he's not raging.
That's cocked. Okay. That's
But it is a guarantee. Whenever he's not raging, he gets a nat 20 on his face.
Yeah, it is almost guaranteed.
pretty
I'm
much.
awarding player his second attack, by the way.
Okay, sounds good. That first one hits for 17 points of slashing damage. And then the second one at disadvantage. That's cocked. Is a 13 to hit?
Nope.
Okay.
AC is 14, baby. Let's go.
He's gonna then use his tail and thrust it forward, and attempt to stab. Yeah, let's do Asta. Asta, you're gonna hope maybe take an attack here. One second, I want to look something up. Okay. No, it doesn't add anything else. It's literally just you can't take actions or reactions. Okay, cool. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't know why I rolled that twice. I'm just gonna roll again. That's a... Where's the bonus? 19 to hit?
19 to hit, Cardin.
No, Asta.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. You take... That's not a lot. 8 points of piercing damage. And... 22 points of poison damage.
22.
Come on!
And can you make a Constitution saving throw for me? Wait a minute, you're a dwarf.
Yeah, she beat dwarf.
I think you're resistant to poison. I don't know. Check your sheet.
Where would that be at?
Features and traits. Dwarven resilience. What does that say? You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you are resistant to poison damage. So you do not take 22. You take 11.
Okay.
And you have advantage on this saving throw as I need a Constitution saving throw for me. So go ahead and roll that.
Nice.
22 will succeed on the saving throw attempt, however. Yeah, that will end its turn, bringing us to Cardin.
Hit. I want to hit it.
Hit it.
Want to rage first?
Reckless attack, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Garden Rage.
And bonus
Rage.
action rage.
You're raging? Alright.
Let there be rage.
Here comes the reckless swing. Hey, bada.
I'll take it.
24 hits. 10 slashing, 4 force. So 14. What's your rage bonus?
The force is not strong with this
I'm
one.
trying to remember. I'm a level 10 barbarian, so I do believe it goes up to
Is that 3?
Let me check.
I thought we were level 11.
Yeah, but he took a level in something else.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, he's
He's a level 10 barbarian and level 1 fighter.
it is plus 3 damage at 10th level.
Yep.
So you have plus 3 on rage damage until level 16, which is then at the plus 4. Alrighty. That's your first swing.
First swing. Second swing.
25 hits
25 hit.
for
That's a
30.
lot more damage.
for 30.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you're chipping away, and you can see now that as you're impacting this creature, it is made of bone. And it's like chipping stone as hard as it is. It hurts!
It is very hot, man.
Alrighty. Would you like to move anywhere? There.
There.
Alrighty. That will bring us to D-Knock. You can move up to half.
Yep.
You
He's
can
going to be
move-
running 15 feet this way, stumbling as he does.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fair enough.
as he's doing this, he's just going to scream, "Protect me, Squire!" For those of you who get that reference.
Protect me, gun! Alright. And your warrior isn't affected, so he can move wherever he wishes. Okay. Oh, did you want flank?
Yeah.
There you go.
Huh. I thought it was exact opposite. Okay.
No, it's murder sandwich, so it's got to be like straight line.
Just can't be spread too thin or it won't be a very good sandwich.
So, go ahead with advantage, because 17 just misses, unfortunately, and 13 wouldn't have hit. So,
Yeah.
that's rough. But those were also some pretty low rolls. I mean, your highest
was a
roll was a 10. Alrighty.
And do you not just cower?
Absolutely. You just kind of make yourself small in the middle of this battlefield. Yep, because you can't move that way. That'll bring us to Asta.
Alrighty.
You can
Do any
move.
actions.
Yeah, you can move half your movement speed, and that's pretty much it. So you can go 15 feet this way.
But she's ranged, so she should still be able to attack it.
No.
No, can't take any action.
Yeah, incapacitated means you can't take an action, so she can't attack.
Okay, I thought she was right.
What's that?
I can only move, that's all I can do.
Pretty much. I don't think you have anything else that you could do.
The roar from the howler is fucking your mind.
Yeah, as you are so afraid, you can't focus on anything but to move away from it, basically. The only reason why D-Knock got to do anything on his turn, really, was because he had a Phantom Warrior that's immune to Frightened.
I have a silly question. Does a bonus action count towards those actions?
Yes.
Okay.
Because what was
Thought so.
what was the second word there, bud? Bonus. There you go.
Those actions are reactions.
Yeah. So no actions or reactions. Bonus action. It's in my opinion.
Twas worth a.
That's
Twas
an
worth
action.
a try.
Yeah. Especially not for you, Mr. Frickin' Quicken Spell. Alrighty. That'll bring us to Valinar, who is not afraid.
Quick question: Is
Yep.
inspection check still a
Yep.
bonus action? Or is
No,
that a-
free.
Free. It's free.
Yeah, I've since changed it to free because it seems more viable and people will use it a little bit more this way.
Okay. I didn't know it was changed back or if it was still free. So
Yep.
the howler
On which one?
for like the howler, the guy in front,
Yeah, absolutely.
or
16.
like anything it's resistant to.
Okay. The Howler is resistant to cold, fire, lightning, and then attacks from non-magical sources.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, I think.
You still there, Valinar? Oh, it's me. Okay, that was me.
Who's falling out?
That was me. I was like, it got real quiet, and I was like, you still there, Valinar?
Nope,
Oh.
he didn't hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
Nope.
That was me.
By the way, folks, this has been happening most of the night.
Well, that was the first time it occurred since we've been live, so that's a benefit.
But we had a hell of a time getting started.
Yeah, I think my computer was just
Yeah.
was still waking up. So what are you doing, Valinar?
So, Radiance of the Dawn.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Roll.
That's they're not within range, are they? I think it's
They
30
are
feet.
Within 30 feet of me.
So
Two on top are not in range of,
Move up one.
but
Can
the
you move up
other
one?
two are.
Can you move
actually,
up one?
yeah, technically you
For some
can.
reason I thought up one was there. Now everyone's in range.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. This is con saves, right?
Yes, and I have another question as well.
Yeah.
Did that put the Bone Devil back in line for my Spirit Guardians?
Technically yes, but I do believe Spirit Guardians at this point only happens on their turn, doesn't it?
Okay.
Because it's the
Yeah.
first time they enter the range. I believe anyway. Let's do this and then we'll pull up
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians again, okay?
Yeah, I have Spirit Guardians in chat. So.
Yep. Alright, so start with the Bone Devil. These are con saves. Natural 20. So half damage for the Bone Devil. Still 14 points of radiant damage. Nothing to sneeze at. The Howler. Decent con. 21. Nice. Still 14 points. Fucking ow.
How the beasties
Take the
looking?
pain.
And then the Hellhounds. I'm just going to roll both of them at the same time. Both fail. I don't even need to add modifier. The higher of the two numbers was a 6.
How are the two big ones looking?
Everything's looking fucking hurt.
Fair enough.
Anything else for your turn? As all of the creatures around you kind of howl in pain. Let me go back to Spirit Guardians.
I'm good. Creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So I don't know if me bringing it to it counts it as it entering the area.
Technically it would, so I will give it another saving throw. Go ahead and roll damage for it, as it rolls a 22 on its save, but still half damage. Half of 14 is 7. Oh my god, dude, that's so much damage in a turn.
I mean, that's
Take
Valinor
the
for you.
pain.
He's a pain cleric.
I know. Okay.
The Church of Bondage.
Katya.
Yeah, about all I can do is try to move 15 feet away.
Yep. Alrighty.
I'm heading for cover out of the tree.
Okay. It's the Devil's turn now. More wisdom saving throws. Go ahead and roll your damage again.
More damage.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No.
Whew.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Half of 19
That's even better.
is 8.
9.
9, thank you. Okay, the other one fails. Ooh, damn. All right.
And it's at the end of their turn that the Howler's effect wears off, right?
Yep. At the end of their turn, it wears off. But,
We forgot to do Katya's wild magic on that last spell.
we did. You want to do it now? Go ahead and roll it.
Sure, we'll say that it went off late.
It also may not have any effect on the battle. Who knows? 35. Okay.
I'll take it.
All right. It goes off. Bloop, 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 bloop. Katya gets a little thicker.
Oh my. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we talking thick or thick?
Just a little.
Yeah.
Is that creature? It
Damn,
is.
boy! Damn,
So-
boy, you got a fat ass!
He is going to move. This creature is going to move here. And just barely. Nice. And then this one will move. Yeah, it doesn't know that that's going to happen. It's going to run here. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Can you roll damage for that one again? Ooh, he might succeed. Might. Never mind. Valnar, yep. Perfect. Okay. It failed. It
Oops,
takes
that's
all
a
of that. It is hurting as it runs there. They have a lot of movement, so they can get there. Is he? Yeah, no, he wouldn't reach there. All right. That means, can I get... Okay. Can I get Valinar, Cardin and the Phantom Warrior to make dexterity saving throws for me, please, as these hellhounds roll into position and the jaws unhinge as they...
16.
Ow.
The fuck was that noise?
That was a hellhound, clearly.
Fire! Not bad.
Please never make that noise ever again.
Okay.
Eh,
Everybody succeeds.
Not a very high one.
It's not a very high DC, no. It's 12. So you guys take half of
Nothing.
that is 10 points of fire damage. Cardin, yours is reduced again to 5 because you're raging. You're gonna use your reaction.
10?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Your reaction is used
Reaction, take no damage.
to take no damage. Yep, because you just had your turn.
Roll
Okay.
20, stop it.
Okay. And your Phantom Warrior isn't resistant or immune to fire, right?
Nope.
Okay, so it'll take the 10 damage because it succeeded. Like I said, not a very high saving throw, but
It's the opposite temperature he's immune to.
fair. All right, and now the Bone Devil doesn't want to move because it's gonna get fucking annihilated by you two. It's going to unload on Cardin with advantage because you
Advantage.
reckless.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not a natural 20, but it is a 17 to hit.
Oh. Wait, no, we did. Never mind.
That hits.
17 hits. Okay. That is 9 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5 for the first one. Second swing. Ooh, okay. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay. That is another
Roll 20.
another 5 slashing. I'm already reducing these for you, so total of 10 damage
Hold on,
so
wait
far.
a second. Cardin, what is your AC?
14.
Didn't you take that cloak of protection?
I
You
never
gave it to
attuned to
Valinor.
it, and I gave it to Valinor.
Okay.
Oh, you did? Okay. Let's see. Actually, it might mean your AC is lower than that. We'll deal with that later. And then for the stinger, fishing for that crit, but not quite. 27 to hit.
What was
For
the hit?
27, it hits. Don't.
Okay, yeah.
And that is 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 piercing. And hold on. 11 piercing. And 23 points of poison. So all of that is reduced to 17 total. And can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
You feel right.
23, you are fine.
Yeah, I would hope I'm fine with the 23.
Okay. And now for the Howler. The Howler, let's see if it gets its mind-breaking howl back. Does not. So, it's going to attempt to bite you, Valinor, twice.
Okay.
And because it has an ally within range, it has advantage on the attack. Thank God for advantage. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Perfect. That is 6 points of piercing damage. Oh, that's interesting. plus. I guess you don't take.
Well, Valinor saved.
I'm gonna assume you don't take this extra damage because you're not considered frightened. I'm gonna say yes. And then the second attack is a dirty 20
Yep.
for 5 piercing. I rolled like utter garbage on that roll.
Oh no.
That drops. DC 10.
Dang it. I lost concentration because of 5 damage.
That's so funny. For me that is. Okay. That ends their turn, and everybody else is no longer afraid.
So Dina goes.
Wait.
What?
Pretty much.
What just happened?
And that will bring us to Carden.
Carden smacked the boy.
Okay. $20 hits.
Carden boot.
Wow.
White
For
damage.
23. That's just enough to turn this thing to dust.
Yes.
As you shatters like an an ice sculpture hitting concrete. And as the bone fragments litter the ground, you can watch as they begin to turn to even a fainter smoke and vanish into the earth.
Okay, and then
I'm just going to delete the creature because there is no body remaining. I believe you have movement for that. Easy.
Carden boop again.
trying to get there. So I should be able to get there.
Yes.
Because I have 40.
Yes.
Okay, and then with that, I would also like to use my charge attack on that one as well.
Yeah, go for it. Gone. That creature was on its last legs to begin with. You just needed to hit. And a 19 hit it.
Okay, and then that'll be Carden's turn then. He sort of like buries the axe in the back of this thing.
Okay. That will bring us to Dinok. Oh, I think I lost sound again. Hello? Testing? Oh, testing?
Can you?
Yeah, you're
Alright, there we go, there we go.
Okay, which one looks more damaged? The
The
warrior or the one by Vert?
one by Vert, because it charged through Vert's shenanigans.
And how does Vert look?
How does-
Valnor, sorry.
Fine.
What is this? Sorry, what is this
Spell my
called?
word.
We hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yep. What was this called? I'm sorry.
Mind Sliver.
Mind Sliver. Okay.
Int saving throw DC 17.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if they have a certain intelligence, they're not affected by that, aren't they? Oh my god, it fucking did it again.
Oh no. What's
I-
going on?
I might have triggered that one a little preemptively, but either way.
I was reading the text, so I don't know if yes or no. But it does not require
Okay.
intelligence.
Okay. Then he will make a check. That's a failure. And it is
So just 6 damage.
6 damage. That's enough. For that one,
I
it
said
was.
the one
I
by
thought you-
my
Oh, I'm sorry.
warrior.
Well, then I will put this one back. Oh, that's not the right amount. There you go. He still failed. So he takes 6 damage. Sorry, I just didn't hear that part. Okay, roll 20. Stop fucking around. 6 damage. And go ahead and roll the d4. Just so that it's done. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Roll.
And that'll be from the next attack roll or... Oh, from the next
Saving
save.
throw.
From the next saving throw. Gotcha. Alrighty.
Then
That-
my warrior is gonna boop it.
Yeah. 10 misses, 16 hits. That is just enough to kill that one. As it brings up the blade, it misses once as the Hellhound kind of dodges out of the way, and on the second swing, it just falls to the ground, turning to ash.
And then he's gonna move there.
Okay, easy enough. That is
Asta.
Dinok's turn. Asta, you're no longer afraid.
Yay.
You can boop the ting.
Kurt Crane fell asleep 1 second.
Would I be in danger of hitting Valinar?
I mean, you're a pretty sharp shooter. So,
True. Okay.
The only way you'd hit anyone is if you hit a natural 1, probably.
and severity. So,
Oof, that's not great.
12 misses, unfortunately.
I don't.
Again, if I can.
I'm gonna do it again. 15 just hits.
Okay.
Dead. as you fire your bow again, and it impacts into the mouth of this creature as it's getting ready to rear up and attack Valinar again. You just put the arrow right through it, and it fires straight through the creature and into the tree behind it as the creature falls to ash on the floor in front of you guys.
Ah!
Oh, good.
And that'll end combat.
They're all dead.
Oh, that was a thing.
Alright, so real quick, Cardin, you do not have the Cloak of Protection?
No, I gave it over to Valinar.
Okay.
My base AC was 17.
That wasn't so bad,
No.
actually.
You're...
16, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Alright, we got it figured out. Okay. As you guys take a moment to regroup, basically. Cardin, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. 24.
24. I gotta double check something real quick. Excuse me. Okay.
So
You
what do I
don't
see?
Today.
you don't notice anything right away, but you get this kind of tingle on the back of your neck as if you're being watched, but you don't see anyone at the current juncture.
Oof.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to see if there's anything else that might be hiding, watching us.
Sure, make a perception check.
Denock will see if there's any ash left to collect.
Four.
4.
You see the forest in front of you,
As-
Katya.
About how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see the forest for the trees?
Strangely enough, no.
Maybe. You can tell there is some ash left to collect from the Hellhounds, Denock. But from what you can tell at a quick glance, it looks to be normal, like volcanic ash. There doesn't seem to be any kind of...
Volcanic ash, not woodfire ash.
Correct.
Hey, you know what? Some of that might actually be useful. Perhaps I
Yeah.
should collect some of that myself. Use it for components later.
I'm not sure what spells use volcanic ash, but sure.
I didn't say
have to
spell
be-
components. Alchemy components.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause isn't there like soap that you can make from volcanic ash? Or
I believe so.
something?
Yes. Lava soap. It's a real thing.
Sure. Alrighty.
So I'll gather that up. Maybe mix it with some other things later.
Okay. Easy enough.
Maybe I can make a fireproof elixir. If I had a few more plants.
What
Alright,
else
so
would you need for that?
what kind of a roll would I need to find that out?
Herbalism, probably.
I would say
Nature?
Yeah, I would say
Medicine?
nature.
Let's see what it comes up with. 7.
You're not really sure.
I don't know off the top of my head, but if we find a library, I'll be sure to look it up. I think it'll be very useful in fighting demons.
Anyways, where to now, Cardin?
Because they're graduating.
Where to now? I'd sort of point as to where I would think they would be going.
Okay. Easy enough. You point again, kind of to the top of this map in that direction.
Yeah.
And you guys begin to head in that direction then? Oh, I think it did it again. Testing?
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
We go.
Nope.
All right. All right. As you guys take off, heading in that direction. Cardin, you've already made the survival check for this day. So you guys travel, and it's pretty peaceful for the most part. There doesn't seem to be any more, at least not in the immediate vicinity. Until you guys kind of come to a small area, and as you guys are walking, I'm going to have everybody make perception checks for me. Okay, make sure you call out your rolls.
17.
What the heck?
Both Katsuyama
call out
got
again?
3,
Yes,
since he's not going
3.
to say anything, apparently. Okay, he can't hear us again.
No, I can. It was just super delayed again for some reason.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's fine now, but I don't understand why it's doing this. Like, everything on my end shows that I have great connection.
I mean, it's probably something on Discord's end, then.
It has to be. But why does it have to be my end? Like, come on. Oh, motherfucker.
Right,
Anyway.
also got a 16.
Yep. Okay. So, as you guys are traveling, nobody really sees anything of danger. Obviously, you do see some of the natural creatures in the woods, but Cardin would point out, like, they are violent, but only when agitated. As long as you avoid them, they won't bother you. And that's just the general state of creatures and beasts and stuff like that in the wood and on the surface. They are violent by nature, but as long as you don't bother them, they won't bother you.
That sounds perfectly fine with me, and I would tell them that, obviously.
Yeah. Until you guys get to a point where you guys are walking, and Cardin, you're leading the group, and you would see as half a dozen or so, maybe more, individuals kind of stand up from the brush. A couple of them have bows kind of held at the ready, not drawn, but kind of held, nocked with an arrow nocked, and kind of just look out at you as several individuals rise from the bushes around you guys. And as you guys take a moment to look around, you are currently surrounded by probably 20 or 25 individuals, but most of them seem to be rather relaxed.
Cardin, friends of yours?
Hello there.
Cardin, you would almost immediately recognize some of these individuals. Why is that not open? Okay, that's new. As you recognize certain members from the scouting group, as one of who appears to be the lead at the moment anyway, kind of goes, Cardin?
It is I.
What? He kind of looks around at everybody else, and everybody else is just like shrug. What? Her. What? Where have you been? We thought you were dead. Carried off by someone else.
Well, you're not totally wrong, actually.
I went to sleep and ended up on an island.
Right.
In the sky, apparently.
We will all vouch for that.
And it also all happened to all of us.
These guys have sort of been traveling with me while we've been stranded on the Sky Island.
Islands. We've been to 2 islands, actually.
Well, this is just a giant clusterfuck. One,
And he
two-
got
I would
there through
agree.
magical mishaps. We all did.
Understood. One, two. Okay. Well, good news is, you seem to be doing alright and are alive and well.
Yes, I've had a few close ones, but I'm all the stronger for it. And Karn just sort of like, Karn does Karn things. He sort of like
It's-
poses a little bit.
It just flexes. He kind of
Yeah.
just chuckles. A vengeance isn't easy to kill, nor do they die easily. Come, we'll lead you back to the herd. Your parents will be thrilled to see you.
And I would like to see them as well.
Oh, sorry, where are my manners? Sorry, I gotta base this off of his words now. My name is Yardrick, and I'm the current, huntsmaster of the, scouting team, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
I think he was more introducing himself to
The
the
rest,
rest
of the group.
us.
Yeah, Card, you know Yardrick. He's a couple years younger than you, but he was always a really talented individual with a bow. Like, even from a young age, he was pretty good shot. Obviously, he's not the best in the village. That right tends to belong to those on the council. But he's a pretty good shot.
Okay.
He's definitely better than you with a bow and arrow.
Well, that's not hard.
No.
Unless there was a strength-based bow.
Maybe.
Well, Deanoch will introduce himself. Well, I am Deanoch Alok Veek.
Greetings. Well, and the rest of you? And assuming you guys make your introductions known.
Yes, my name is Catherine Swift,
Question,
I'm
what body
Valna.
are you in right now, Kadia?
female. I was a well-known individual where I'm from, but down here I'm a nobody.
Aren't we all? And he kind of looks to the next person in line.
Eleanor.
He's gonna make a
Nothing
real.
special.
He's gonna
Says
make a
that in
really
his
quick.
head, by the way.
Oh, you say that using the mind link ability?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving him advantage for this insight check now. That's good enough. And he says,
Valinar, nothing special.
he speaks out loud and kind of goes, "You suffer from the same condition that Carden does. That's interesting."
Yep. And he says that in Corey.
He will respond in Corey and just kind of say, have you found a way for controlling it at all?
I'm not exactly sure. I can talk in people's heads and speak in this. That's
Understood.
about it.
The whole tribe or herd speaks this language. It's kind of something we've passed down, as well as the common tongue, of course. But it's definitely interesting seeing an outsider speak this tongue.
And while
No one
you're
on
all
my island can speak it.
while everyone is speaking this weird language that Deanoch's heard,
Mother.
Great, more of this bullshit. Should I just go around speaking Draconic all the time now?
My apologies, Dinok. It's been some time since we've been able to converse in this tongue with an outsider. Not in my lifetime has it occurred. But, yeah. We should return to... I think he got introduced to everybody. I don't have the list.
Nope, missed
yeah.
Asta.
He turns and looks to the short companion you guys are traveling with, and he goes, "And you, miss, your name is
Asta.
Asta. Nice to meet you, all of you. Thank you for accompanying this." Looks at Cardin and tilts his head for a moment. Knucklehead, back to the sanctum of the overgrowth. Come, this way. And you watch as he begins leading you guys back. It takes a few hours as you guys travel through the woods, but eventually, kind of hiding among trees and brush, doing their best to kind of stay out of sight, you guys see a large number of individuals kind of traveling with bags and packs on their back. A large group of people who seem to be walking in the direction that you guys are coming from.
Question. How many people do we see?
That is a great question. Dinok, give me an intelligence check with advantage due to your keen mind and high intelligence bump. 21. At a quick
21.
At a quick glance, and including the 25 or so from the previous group that you ran into, you're looking at around a high 90s population. You don't think there's over 100 with your guys' numbers included, but you would say that you guys are kind of pretty close.
Better hope no one's gonna have any babies anytime soon.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay. Yardrick kind of moves forward and calls out in Corey to the population in front, and just kind of goes, "Relax, it's okay. It's us. I bring a surprise visitor. Quick, where is Oki and Doki?"
Yes. Where are they?
It just kind of goes in his head. Are their names actually?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. There it goes.
So I take it you didn't hear any of what we said?
I didn't, but I'm pretty sure Stream still does. But yeah, it was the last thing I heard was Valinar leaning over and go, "Are their names really Oki and Doki?" And Cardin just going, "Yes."
Well,
I'm gonna
at
mute
least
myself and listen back on stream a little bit just to make sure.
Yeah, please, thank you.
Cardin wasn't named Artichoke.
No, that was his brother.
Garden. And kind of goes, I think that name probably would have fit a little better.
Upon the announcement from Yardrick about about who it is, he very quick. The people around very quickly stop attempting to hide, and whispers begin to very quickly fill this area. Lots of whispers of like, "Cardin, didn't he die? who are these strangers? Why do they know Cardin? What is going on? A lot of questions.
Do any of them ask questions about the partially ephemeral warrior next to me?
There would be some talk of it, mostly of like, oh my god, what is that? I don't know, but it seems to be traveling with them. Does it seem to be? It doesn't seem to be hostile. Is it? Is it physical? Like they're more curious about it. The fact that it's not outright attacking them at the moment gives them like pause and some reassurance that it's not like a hostile. But they're definitely curious about it. Yeah. Does anybody want to do anything real quick? Nobody? Oh.
I would be eager to get back to the camp, and I would probably say that.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine.
I'm gonna try not to piss off the barbarians, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, you don't have to. You can talk.
Is it really not that easy to upset anybody here?
Well,
Katya,
it's a
keep
bunch
your
of
mouth shut.
Cardins. So, I'd assume that you're less likely to piss them off than you are to piss off a noble. Or anyone else on an island.
But at the same
But
time,
if you do piss them off, it'll probably be worse comeuppance.
so it'll be like a whole tribe of Cardins trying to kill you.
Oh, don't worry. I am well versed in politeness and manners.
I don't think that's
But
gonna
are
get
you
very
well versed
far.
in the politeness and manners of Cardin's people?
Maybe not, but I doubt I can offend them.
Cardin, how much of what Katya says offends you?
Who knows? Hardin has kept that a secret.
A secret from himself, too.
About this time, as you guys are having this conversation, this large okay, so we all know how Cardin's kind of this already kind of a not necessarily big, but he's kind of beefy individual who
Him's a beefcake.
yeah, imagine Cardin but as like a 6'5" version of him instead of the 5'10", 5'8" that Cardin is. Just comes running up with this kind of smaller, similar to Cardin, with the with the thick red hair that kind of pulls back into a tight, messy kind of braid. Not really wearing any kind of flattering clothing, but not, they're a tribe. It's hand sewn stuff. Who and much smaller, probably 5'5" in height, with this kind of like little pink in the cheeks, and you watch as this large man just comes barreling up, just bare-chested, hair everywhere, and the moment he gets right up to Cardin, he just goes, "Cardin!" and Cardin decks you right in the face with his fist. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he just decks you in the face, and you fall prone. Like he just
That's about expected.
and he just, "Now where have you been?" And your mother walks up and just, "Okay, do not treat him that way." And she kind of begins to kind of like pull you back to a sitting position, and you can see she's already beginning to pull some like herbs and mud from a pouch at her hip, and he kind of just goes, "He has been gone for months. Do you have any idea the amount of chores he has missed out on? We have been..." And he kind of rants like this for a minute, and eventually he kind of calms down, and as you kind of turns and looks to you and just kind of, like that side eye of like the fuck do you want that people that sometimes is given. He gives you
Sorry
that.
for interrupting.
And just for a moment, D-Knock, there's this bead of sweat that runs down your back of like, oh shit, he's gonna rip me in half. Before he turns and has this giant jovial smile on his face of, and he brought friends. Look at this one, he's scaly. And kind of like pokes you in like the top part of your snout and goes, my name is Oki. Whom are you? Carden, stand up, you fool. Who are your friends?
I stand up and I'll have my friends introduce themselves again. Hello, mother.
She wraps you in a large hug and just goes, welcome home. Also, Carden, you also heal. Oh, nice. Rolled really high. Hold on, let me check the statistics there. As she does apply the mud and stuff to your wounds.
The salve.
Yeah, you heal for 10.
So she just undone the damage that my father did.
Pretty much. And 1. And plus 1, because he dealt 9. But
Yes.
kind of just...
Well, to make a long story short, I am Dinok Alok Vik, and we met your son when we all woke up from unconsciousness in a cave on one of the floating islands.
Oki immediately looks up in the sky and kind of goes, one of? Isn't there only one? Like, is now currently looking into the sky trying to find others.
There's one near here, but the others are scattered over the rest of the world.
There are actually quite a few, and as it turns out, most of us are from different islands altogether.
Fascinating. And then he immediately kind of looks over and down towards Carden and goes, and you didn't think to take anyone with you. How selfish.
Well, it wasn't really his choice.
Thank you very much.
As I said, it wasn't really his choice.
Ah!
Deity
Very good.
made the choice
Very good, Dinok.
without
You got
our
it this time.
consent.
Gotcha. Okay. Kind of looks at the lot of you guys and kind of, well, it's much appreciated that you have helped him return home. I do appreciate the help. And at this point,
We helped? He helped us.
well, good. He should have. He gives a stern looking to Carden.
He has kept a lot of
I
us
am
from
thankful
being...
to Valinar for he has saved me on numerous occasions.
I am thankful for your musclehead of a son. A lot of creatures from pounding me into the ground.
He kind of smiles at that and gives a firm nod towards Carden, almost approvingly. You know that's not his approval gesture, Carden, but it's probably the next closest thing that you've ever gotten.
Acknowledgement, like a little bit of acknowledgement.
Yep. It's at this point in time. I already rolled. Yep, she's good. At this point, your mom kind of leans up to and kind of taps your dad on the shoulder, and he kind of bends down. Keep in mind, he's like almost a near foot taller than her as he kind of leans down, and she whispers in his ear some words.
Can I try to hear what it is?
Do you want to?
Yes.
Sure, roll perception.
Same though.
We all know this is gonna go well.
Everybody can roll
Yep.
perception who wants to,
That's
yes.
about right. 2.
2 for Katya.
There is
16.
perception.
Ooh. Thelmar,
21.
I don't think I've rolled above a 10 on perception yet with these dice.
Uh. Well,
What?
no, we're fine. I was gonna say Valinar hears. Rolled just high enough for Carden not to pick up on it, which also kind of makes sense. Carden's a little distracted by family. Valinar, you would hear. You would hear her whisper in his ear, and kind of just goes, "With their numbers, we may have to resort to the Plan B." And as she finishes, he kind of gives a firm nod and kind of rises back up to his full height and kind of looks around and then gives again that jovial smile that people do, and he kind of just goes, "So, friends of Carden, how long are you guys staying? Are you guys planning to stick around with the herd for a while, or are you guys just passing through?"
It all really depends on how long Carden wants to stay. We do have goals in mind. We have a...
Well, give it a moment.
For maybe a day.
Time restraints.
Okay, sorry, my Discord catching up.
Personally, I would like to stay at least one day, but not for too long because, like Dinoc says here, we do have other things to accomplish.
Understood. And then he pauses for a moment. "Are you not staying, Carden?" He turns and looks to you. He's fucking doing it again.
That is a good question. I would like to stay, but we also have responsibilities to protect the rest of the world.
I can understand this.
Dinoc will look around real quick. Is there anyone else nearby?
There are some other people, mostly a little bit younger. The most common age you see here is like teenagers to young adults. Like the general age would be between like the ages of like 14-ish and like 28. Those are the general ages. There are some members that are older, but they are not currently visible.
Then Dinoc will step forward towards Oki?
Yep.
Is that the father?
Yes.
Okay. He'll step forward towards Oki and lean in and whisper slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Just not to be overheard.
So, Carden has been instrumental in helping us so far, and we are on quests to stop both. We would appreciate it if he came with us and continued to protect.
And here Dinoc will gesture to himself and the two other rangers, or ranged characters.
Us squishier members of the party.
Oki kind of nods and kind of goes, "I can understand that fate sometimes take us places we do not always imagine we will end up. However, we may have some more unintended issues to deal with, but..." He kind of turns and looks behind him at the herd And kind of just goes, "That is yet to be seen." He turns. He now turns and kind of looks towards Yardrick and kind of looks at him and goes, "How far ahead did you guys make it?" Probably only a couple of hours. And Oki kind of nods and goes, "Good. We need to change directions, just in case."
We did run across.
So we're going to that place.
He turns and looks at you and kind of goes, "Indeed. We need to take a couple precautions with the extra numbers. Nothing we can't handle, but just in case."
I guess we're a little bit closer than when I last left.
Mm-hmm. And Yardrick will look to you, Dinok, and kind of goes, You guys were quite impressive. We managed to see that a little bit. It'll be good to count you towards our numbers, at least for the time being. He kind of gives a smile and a kind of a, not like a punch, but kind of like a slight tap on the shoulder. Give me 1 second.
I will admit that was not my best moment.
I don't know, that roar didn't seem all that scary to me.
Okay, sorry about that. I heard a thud. My child rolled out of bed. I thought I was gonna have to step away for a moment, but he is fine. He is on the floor, but he is
As
fine.
he should be. Fine, that is.
So,
As long as you don't acknowledge a kid getting hurt, they are invincible.
yeah.
That's what it seems to be, yes.
Yeah. However, Yardrick, as he kind of gives you a slap on the shoulder, he kind of turns and gives a quick whistle and a whirl of his finger as he just kind of, and the 25-ish or so individuals that had been kind of slowly traveling with you and Yardrick disappear into the brush. Heading in a, let's see, kind of an eastern, almost a southeast direction. And Oki kind of puts his hand on Carden and kind of goes, and kind of looks at you, and Carden kind of goes, "You and your friends can keep up, yeah?" Crap.
Keep up with what?
Oh, okay, there it goes.
What are we
Some of
keeping
you,
up with?
If you have a spell to go faster, you might want to use that.
No, nothing like that.
Not
We
the
will-
hunting pace.
We're not at the sprinting pace, Carden, but we will be moving rather quickly. He kind of looks up, and it's about to crest for noon. About cresting at noon at this point. He goes, "We'll break for lunch, and then we'll pick up where we left off." And he turns to the rest of the herd and kind of bellows out in Corey, and just kind of goes, "It's break time. Lunch. Eat. Rest." And
Dude,
yep. And the herd almost immediately sets up like it kind of feels like you guys blink and there's already like fires and pots and like food being cooked as you guys are currently in the middle of the herd taking lunch. And this is where we're going to take our break. I know it's a little bit later than usual, but this is a more natural stopping point for a break.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so
Sounds
we
good.
we will be back here in just a few minutes, guys. Go ahead and get up, stretch your waters, and drink your legs, and we'll be back here in a few minutes.
All right.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls of all ages. Alright. So,
If you're still watching, congratulations.
fair.
To unlock the secret achievement, there is no achievement.
Okay. So, you guys, if you guys would like to effectively take a short rest for your characters, you are welcome to do so. That is kind of what lunch entails. Cardin, you spend a good chunk of time kind of catching up with family. You would know that. Hold on, I want to make sure I know this. You would know that your sister has become a very adept kind of druid, or following in mom's footsteps, in the circles, and has been very very instrumental when it comes to gathering for food and stuff like that. Not necessarily for like meat, but like berries and stuff like that in the woods.
And cream.
No.
Oh God, no.
But has been very very helpful in that area. In terms of your brother, he has kind of been doing a lone wolf thing. Like, he comes and goes when he's ready to eat, but he's been a little out of his element. He's kind of been away from the herd most of the time during the day, but he usually returns around evening. And he sometimes returns with new scars and wounds that not really sure how he gets, and he doesn't really seem interested in talking about it.
That's fair.
They would also tell you that this kind of behavior kind of started shortly after your disappearance. So, has been going on for...
He was probably driven mad by the fact that his brother disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the kind of the big things that have kind of occurred. You would also learn that there are a number of women in the village, or in the herd, that are pregnant, and there are a couple of them that are expecting soon.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I actually already had this written. So, Cardin, you would also know that because of this and the sheer closeness of the numbers that you guys have currently, you guys are heading to the fort that your herd had discovered in the overgrowth, and have over several years been stockpiling and amassing a small fortune of weapons and food there in order to hold out when the time comes.
That is a good plan. That way we don't have to lose anybody extra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For a while, your guys' numbers have kind of been able to kept down by petty rivalry and random honor duels and stuff like that. But in recent years, it's been relatively peaceful in terms of like duels and stuff like that. In fact, to your knowledge, since you've been born, you can only remember... Oh god, you're an idiot. You only remember basically one honor duel that ended up resulting in a death, and that was and the reason why you remember it is because it was actually like like your uncle's brother, not your dad, but I guess one of your other uncles, that was killed by someone else in the herd, and it wasn't like a big deal in your mind at the time, but it was kind of like over a petty thing, and I believe.
Okay.
Would it have been? Honestly, it probably would have been over a woman. Like, that seems to be...
I've got
I
the
mean,
bigger
that tracks for
muscles.
his uncle.
Say that again, Carden. Say that again.
That tracks for his uncle, Mikey.
That's not a person I have in your sheet, so hold on, let me add that.
To be fair, I just thought, oh, that sounds like something that dude would do.
Uncle what? Mikey?
Mikey.
Okay.
We'll say Mikey.
Alright.
It goes with the Okie and the Dokie.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Man, how weird is it that two different families both name their kids something so close that just works together?
What
Who
is the
says it?
chance?
Who said it's two different tribes?
I said families. I didn't say tribes.
Who said they were two different families? Maybe they're all part of the same family.
Trust me, there's different families.
Let's stop this train of thought right now.
I didn't put us on that
Can't
train
go
of thought.
any farther.
Katya put us on that train of thought.
So,
And let's
No,
get off that
Katya's
train of thought.
player put you on that topic.
after an hour and a half or so, almost 2 hours of lunch, and conversation, you see Oki kind of stand up and kind of look around, and he kind of gives this holler of, "All right, time to go." And as he says that, fires are snuffed, bags are hefted. Anything that kind of resembled that they were there is gone. It is quick. It is methodical. It is unparalleled. Like, you guys know what hunting parties can do. You've seen people do it. Never on a scale this big, and as quick as they do it, it is impressive.
Garden, I thought you said this was a herd, not an army.
It's a herd.
Pretty sure this is an army.
Yeah.
It's what we call ourselves. We call ourselves a herd. We're a tribe, not an army.
And and as you guys kind of look around, there are kind of a lot of rough-looking individuals, but most of them, you can tell, Valinar, you specifically, because of your passive perception and insight, most of them show no signs of the calluses that would develop on hands from the use of weaponry. There are people who have that, but there aren't many. After taking a couple of hours and just kind of surveying the area, you would probably put in a rough guess that maybe half of the men and women here are trained to wield a blade or a stick or whatever it may be. Maybe half of them. But that doesn't change the fact that the families located within this herd have some very strong genes, and these people.
Yeah, we're probably mostly better fighters than a lot of the people that would be on the islands, just because of the hardships that we've had to go through.
So, yeah. So, yeah. But
with a few exceptions, obviously.
As that kind of occurs, and Oki sees that everybody is practically ready, he kind of goes, okay. And this time in common, he speaks and goes, all right, we're going to move. Don't fall behind. And he begins... I don't want to... You know how... Have you ever seen, like, bodybuilders power walk?
You know what? It's gonna look funny, but I'm gonna use alter self to give myself chicken legs so I can keep up.
Okay.
Like, they're the same size as my human legs, but they look like chicken's legs.
Uh-huh.
So I'm able to get a better grip on the ground and move faster.
Yeah, you just...
Enoch's just gonna look at you and say, "What the fuck, Cotton?"
Cotton? Cotton. Cardin,
You fucked
Katya?
my head so much with that move right there. I don't even know.
Wow.
I gotta be able to keep up, and you know how I am about long walks.
This is taking it to a new weird level, even for your shit.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of how you're admiring my legs.
I want to
Where-
eat them, literally.
Where is... Found it.
Oh
Too
no.
annoying.
Oh my
Oh, no.
gosh. Are you going to use the spell slot?
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not dealing with chicken legs.
As you and Dinok are having this kind of argument conversation, Katya, your legs kind of woof back to their normal.
And so does the rest of my form that I was maintaining, thank you.
You're welcome.
As you
So
revert,
now,
as you revert back to a male form, there's a few gasp in the people behind you as,
yeah,
and then there's a couple young ladies who are kind of like, I'm so confused. And then
Yeah,
and
get
ever
in
so
line, me
and
too.
ever so faintly you hear, he's kind of cute.
ugh.
You don't know who said it. Your perception is awful.
So,
No chicken
real
legs.
quick, that's
Too disturbing.
Katya's fun fact.
Fun? Fun?
He was actually a woman and magically mishapped himself into a man.
Now,
And
I
is now
just gotta
trying
put
to
it
become
right,
a
you
woman
know?
again.
now I'm even more confused. Which way does he swing?
Woman at heart.
Straight
And-
for a woman. So,
So gay.
sorry ladies, I'm all for the men.
Trust me, as much as he stares at Cardin's ass, it gets weird.
You definitely there are some definite
You know where it gets
audible.
weird? Where it gets weird is now that I met his father, I see where he gets it from.
Oh shit.
Do I have a spell that'll shut up Katia?
Yeah, it's called silence.
Oh, I don't have it prepared. Dang it.
I got this. The hand just clasps over Katya's mouth.
I will also say
I bite the hand.
at the
I don't notice anything. You can go ahead and look at all you want.
I will say though,
my.
at the kind of declaration of the way that you swing, though, Katya, there are some definite audible "aww" in the crowd behind you. But so the
I mean, maybe one day I'll need somebody with a little more muscle to take good care of me. And most of the women here are bigger than as big as any man I've ever seen. That came out so wrong. I'm sorry.
you see multiple brows furrow. And you hear one set of knuckles crack.
I'm sorry.
Question: how are you saying
do I
that through the
say-
magical hand, which is still muffling you?
All right. So, the herd is moving at a relatively quick pace, in order to travel. You guys, who are not used to traveling at this pace all day long, as they are now traveling for basically the next roughly 6 hours without much of a break, I would like everyone to make a Constitution check for me. Still waiting. Oh, I'm
This is your thing, right, Rip?
Yeah.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I'm playing. What?
I don't think Cardin would have to make the roll, considering this is his family.
He hasn't been there in a while, though. And he has a massive constitution. Roll it anyway, Cardin. There you go.
Con save, right?
No,
Okay.
just the check. You had it right the first time, which is still a natural 20. You're...
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. Cardin, it feels good to be home again. Katya, surprisingly, the altar self helps and keeps you up. You know, has helped you keep up.
Yeah, Valinor can only dispel it so many times, but I can cast it at will, so nah.
Asta just squeaking by there on a constitution check, doing okay. Asta, it's kind of hard, but you do manage to keep up. Valinor and Dinok, by the time they get to a point where they are able to rest for the evening, you guys are tuckered. Both of you guys take a level of exhaustion. As you guys begin to kind of come to a place for the evening, as the sun begins to get low, you can see that Oki kind of holds up and kind of goes, "Okay, we're gonna stop here for the night. We're making good progress."
Good. Is it?
I thought dragons would have higher constitution.
Oh, mage, damn it.
Not laughing legs now, are we, Valinor?
Armored for this.
Cardin's just like stretching.
Okay. And at this point, you guys see the scouting group kind of return from, kind of emerge from the woods, and Yardrit kind of goes, "We should be fine here for the night. There's nothing within a couple of miles, but, you know, who's to say? They travel quick." "Yeah, they do, but we're still technically under 100 at the moment, so we should be fine."
How would the demons know where you are if you move so much?
Weren't we told by what was his name, Tembe and his group, that supposedly there are giant demons on the mountains that can see everything for miles? Or was it somebody else?
Not necessarily on the mountains. They're called.
Not at all.
There are some rather large demons called Watchers. They're relatively passive from what we've seen, but they walk, and they have incredible eyesight. And considering they're about as tall as a mountain, they see a light. They see a lot. We
Then
don't.
why don't you guys just start digging underground? No one will find you down there.
Well,
I hate to say it, Dinok, but it's hard to be a nomadic tribe underground.
that, and there's not a lot of food that grows underground, and unfortunately, we do require. He kind of just looks to the behind him. A lot of food.
How much food?
Speaking of which, have the hunters returned at this point? And Yardrick kind of goes, they may be a little late. They didn't quite hear the memo until later that we were of the new location. He goes, well, I guess I'll wait on the meat then. Kind of sits down, and you can see his wife, Doki, kind of comes over and brings him this large kind of like horn, and inside is a carton you would know is a kind of a heavy homemade ale that the herd travels with and tends to drink in the evenings. They don't tend to drink during the day, but in the evenings, people tend to drink a little bit. And he kind of... It's good. So, Carden.
Looks good.
He kind of switches the horn to his left hand and kind of looks at you, kind of almost sort of amused, and he kind of gestures for you to step forward. Do you step forward?
Carden will step forward.
Okay.
Yes, I just said Carden will step forward.
Yeah, sorry, there was a little bit of a delay. And he kind of goes, "You've been through a lot. Show me. What? How have you changed?" And he holds out his hand. Kind of almost reminiscence of a, for blind here, almost reminiscent of a arm wrestle challenge.
Oh, Carden fully accepts. I was actually thinking about this earlier.
Okay. As you grab hold and you guys can feel the tensity in the muscles flexing between them. Let me double check. What's your strength score now?
+6.
So you're at a 22.
I try my best to maintain my composure.
Understood. You guys can actually feel like the air pressure change around these two as their hands interlock for a moment, and you can feel this intense kind of, for the lack of a better thing, like JoJo kind of menacing vibe kind of emanating off of these two, burly men.
I was thinking like Armstrong and that one other dude in Full Metal.
Oh my god, yeah. The blacksmith, I think.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Hey, that's how you become friends. Carden, go ahead and make me an initial strength check, please.
Okay, one second.
Good luck. What's the D4? Cut. Oh, crap. Alright, let's try that again. What's the D4 for, Katya?
I bend luck to help him out.
Okay. So, 18.
That was not a good strength roll for Carden.
And Ben Luck is just sorcery points, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So as you two kind of clasp and this tension begins to build, you can see him smile, and he hands his drink off to your mother, Doki, and he kind of goes, "Understood," and he pulls your arm down, and in a moment, both of you guys are laying on your stomach in an arm wrestling position, very reminiscent of the Seven Deadly Sins, where Bon and Meliodas do their arm wrestle thing in like episode 2 or whatever. Except you guys see now, especially those of you around you, as whispers are beginning to flood the area and people are gathering around, getting as close as they can, and trying without getting in within a, to give them the space that they need, and are just like, oh my god, what? Dozens of whispers are going about and are curiosity. And he's just got, and your father looks you in the eye, Carden, and kind of goes, "Let's do this." And you can see the muscles flex and the veins bulge in his arm as he attempts to arm wrestle you. I'm gonna get some different music. Is this good?
Damn, I'm doing good maintaining my composure.
Stop that. I don't want that one.
What would you like me to roll?
I will tell you in a moment. Let's go. Is this one good? Yeah, we'll go with this again. Oldie buddy goodie. I guess it's not that old for us. Okay, this is going to be a series of strength checks. Okay, we're not gonna go.
Okay.
We're not gonna do saving throws or anything like that. This is just raw strength. And I will say, for the point of this, we're gonna just do straight rolls, because if you rage, he's gonna match it with his own. So there's no point.
Yeah.
So it'll just be straight rolls from here, from the two of you. So go ahead and make a strength check for me. Oh, that's not bad. 18. Funny. As he rolls the exact same number, and you guys are... You can feel the ground kind of in your space kind of giving underneath the force as your elbows dig into the ground, currently in a stalemate. And you can see this large smile just kind of begin to creep from underneath the heavy beard of your father. Roll it again. Oh, now it shows that I have poor internet. Okay. Alrighty. 9 from Carden.
That means nope.
Yeah, he rolled a 22 as you watch as the arm it begins to bend in his favor as he smiles, and you can see the eyes begin to look up through the top of the eyebrows. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh, what the fuck?
Carden.
Oh.
As your father rolls a 21, he begins to push you even further and further. And at this point, you can tell if he gets one more, he's going to pin your arm down.
Come on, Carden, you can do it!
So,
Carden's gonna summon a little bit more will and
Get fired up!
24.
There we go.
24, that's much better versus his 16, as he's, 3/4 of the way, he backs it up and now is kind of quarterly holding you. He's not not quite back to the half and half position, but it's better than
Arden
being
is
pinned.
literally just gonna look up and smile at him like, I was holding back a little bit.
He kind of smiles and kind of goes, "Good, show me what you have. Dig deep." Go again. Oop, that's cocked. That's not good for him.
22.
22, and now as he kind of as your arms pull his back into the neutral starting position, you can see him smile and the sweat on his brow beginning to pour onto his face. Well, let's go again. Ooh.
19.
Got you by 1 this time as he moves the arm back to a quarter cock. Come on, boy. Go again. $21.
I know you can do it, Cardin. I know you can do it. I've seen you handle worse.
21. You bring it back to the neutral position, and he's just yes. We're not getting anywhere, but make another check. $11.
Oof, 11.
As his 18 brings you back to the position you guys were just in. At this point in time, you can see a lot of people like, oh my god, guys, Cardin's holding his own. Like, guys, like, this is... Cardin, you know that at this point, this is unprecedented. Your father is easily one of the strongest in the herd. The fact that you're matching him, people are going to remember this. Let's go again.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, his 23 is gonna drive you even further as he's and you can feel his arm shaking in effort as he's pushing against your hand. He's got one more to win.
Come on, Cardin.
Let's go ahead. Roll it again. Oh, that's out of the tray.
20.
You drive him back up into the position previous position as he rolls a 17. He goes, boy, and he's gonna attempt to shove your arm down once more.
Oof. 14.
14. You're adding 2 to
Oh,
that?
I'm helping.
Okay. 16, unfortunately, is still not enough as he drives your hand back down where he puts himself within one of winning.
Go.
Alright. Yeah,
20.
that's a really bad roll for him. Not a natural 1, but you push it back up. I rolled an 8 on that one. And you just kind of... Okay.
Roll. Nineteen.
You drive him back to a neutral position. And he's starting to hurt. You can tell now that it's starting to hurt. Both of your guys' arms are pulsing with pain. At this point in time, due to the general stress, we're gonna move these checks to a disadvantage check.
Okay.
As the muscles are becoming so tired.
Oh no!
Natural 1.
He did not roll a natural 1, but that's 2 positions. He drives your arm as a moment of relaxation. He takes advantage of it because you were in the neutral position. He's still 1 away from winning, so you still have
9. Crap.
Unfortunately, at a disadvantage, he pushes you to the ground with an 18. I rolled really well there for disadvantage. As he pins your arm to
really crappy there.
Yeah. As he pins your arm to the ground with a loud kind of thud, and he just as he rolls over onto his back, panting. Not even your brother fought that hard.
Cardin's possibly doing the same thing.
And you guys can hear these whispers echoing throughout the forest now.
Enoch just starts clapping.
The whispers are clapping.
I clap, but it's hard for me to clap and hold down the button at the same time.
Fair.
Let's see. Do I not have? Alright. Guess I don't have one of those ready at the moment. Thought I did. Oh, this one will work. Yeah, it's kind of evening begins to set in. Cardin, you've definitely gotten a lot stronger. As your father stands up, again taking his drinking horn from your mother.
You got lucky that time.
Keep telling yourself that, boy. And he will hand you his drinking horn. Cardin, you would...
Sounds like a rite of
Cardin will
passage kind of
gladly
thing.
accept.
Yeah, Cardin, you know this is a big deal. At least within the herd dynamic.
Yeah, Cardin graciously accepts, basically. Like, respectfully accepts.
Mm-hmm. And as you take a heavy drink from the drinking horn, the ale is really good. It's definitely got a more of a heavy honey taste to it, as that's what, druids can easily procure.
So it's closer to mead.
It is.
It's the good berry ale. What?
Yeah, it would be, but you can definitely tell that there's quite a bit of alcohol in it, and it's a good drink. And he kind of, as you hand that horn back to him, he kind of takes it and finishes it off, and then hands it to your mother again. He kind of goes, "I need to meet with the rest of the elders. We still have a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Don't go slacking off." And he will...
Of course. How close are we to the 100?
He kind of looks around and he kind of goes, If one of the members who is currently pregnant has their child, we will probably be at that limit. There's a few that are currently with child, and a few who are getting close.
Yeah, you best try to make for that place then.
That is where we're heading. Enjoy. And as he begins wandering... What was that? Test. Okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, what was that?
We will enjoy tonight and be ready in the morning.
He kind of nods and begins heading off towards where the elders are currently set up. And about this time, you would see the hunter group return with several deer kind of carried over their shoulders. This group, much smaller than the previous group that you guys have that you guys ran into. This group probably consists of about 10 people, roughly. And you can see that nearly every one of them is carrying some form of creature. Some of them carry rabbits, some of them carry deer, and one individual who is rather large, kind of carrying, kind of has a great axe kind of in his hand, kind of walking along with it. You see as he actually currently over his shoulders, you can see a bear kind of slain and currently draped over his shoulders as he's carrying it. I don't want to say effortlessly, but he's definitely trying to present that way.
Damn, he got bare hands.
No, he got an axe.
Cardinal, like, nod of respect.
Mm-hmm. Carden, you would recognize him as the quote-unquote punk kid from Lessons that always used to try to one-up you whenever he could. This is Hunter, actually.
Yep.
As he comes up to one of the larger fires and deposits the bear next to a handful of women, and he kind of goes, "Tonight will be a good night. We have lots to eat." And as whispers begin to hit his ear, he kind of turns and looks over in your direction. And there's a moment of, like, shock that's then followed by a slight bit of, like, hatred or jealousy before returning to a neutral posture in his face as he kind of wanders over to you and kind of goes, "Gordon, it's good to see that you're alive. I'm surprised you lived or didn't run away."
Well, I've been having adventures with these people, and I sort of was chosen by a deity and to save the world. So I am back on that journey.
He kind of looks to your companions that you indicate, and then he looks at you as you're speaking about being chosen by a deity, and he just goes, "Bullshit." You want
Bullshit, how else would you think I just disappeared while I was asleep?
who can corroborate your story? Garden, if you're too much of a chicken to go out and hunt demons, then you can just say so. I'm sure the scouting team has not needed your help. In fact, they've been relatively okay these last month or so.
Oh,
Honestly, I would be a
to
little
say
bit
on
more
that-
at home fighting demons right now. We
I
just
want to say
fought
on that.
a fucking angel.
that is true, and I believe we have vials of blood to prove it.
What were you going to say, Dinak?
Well, Deanoch was going to say about how Cardin was instrumental in the fight on Isserus.
Against the demons there.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of
I do remember he held them off so that we could all escape to safety, and then followed behind.
Listens to your guys' stories, and then when you mention the thing about blood, he goes, "Blood is blood. Blood doesn't prove anything. Look." And he holds up his
that's
axe
the
that's covered in like this red thick blood, and he goes, This is the blood from your mother. Prove me wrong." And he just slams it into like
Have you felt the presences on Doma Mountain and the Doma Mountain ranges?
Presences? What?
The Doma mountain ranges, the presence there.
I feel like that's asking too much of someone.
We've we've known and have avoided the Doma Mountains for quite some time, Garden. You know this. Of course, we'll venture near the ruins in order for to scavenge from time to time, but for the most part, we don't.
Yes, and we
don't.
just came through those mountains.
Of course, he says, nodding kind of condescendingly. Look, it will be good to have you back. At least now I know somebody can keep up. And he hefts his axe and begins to turn away from you guys as he walks away.
Well, I definitely know who's not being invited into the tower ever.
Actually, you should invite him into the tower, but don't accompany him and see what happens. Let's see if he really can hold his own. Bastard.
Doki walks up to you guys and kind of goes, I hope you guys are comfortable with sleeping in the woods. We don't have other accommodations for Sky Island folk. I'm sorry, I don't know what exactly to refer to you as.
People.
Of course.
While not exactly comfortable sleeping in the wilderness, I've had very little say in the matter since we began our journey. So I just kind of
And
deal
ever
with it.
since we got to the surface, we've gotten used to the unpredictability down here, shall we say?
Of course.
We have ways to assist in making things a little bit more comfortable. I have a spell known as Private Sanctum.
She kind of does that she does that kind of nod of sure. She has no idea what you're talking about.
Basically, I can prevent anything outside from seeing in within a large cube.
Fascinating.
100 feet by 100 feet.
Because it's a cube, you could... If people moved, if the herd moved and kind of reorganized a little bit, you could probably get everybody within that, but...
Tight fits.
Yeah. Just because of the sheer number plus, kind of give people kind of...
Sleeping on people.
Yeah. So...
Ooh. Well, I can do the smart thing and cast it at higher levels for another 100 feet per level.
There you go. If you wanted to, you could absolutely.
It would definitely help for keeping those watchers from seeing us. If any newborn wants to make their presence known to the world.
Well, I'm definitely not going to tell you that you shouldn't set it up. If you wish to do so, then absolutely go for it. I'm sure...
I get started on it.
Okay. I would say that upcasting it to 5th level would be enough. I believe would be enough.
Because that'll be 200 feet.
Yeah, I'm going to say that would be enough, and honestly, I don't care if it's not enough, because that's a lot of... that's a lot. So it'll be close enough. And you guys so you take some time because it does take a while to cast that.
At 200 feet, you could fit roughly about 10, between 8 and 10 people, length by length in that area. So but for the sake of story, yeah, they all fit.
Put it in your math corner, Rona. Put it in your math
Okay.
corner.
It's why we've got it.
And then she kind of looks to you, Katya, and kind of goes, "If you have a hard time sleeping, I do know an herbal recipe that could help you sleep."
Oh, I have plenty of tricks for falling asleep and herbal recipes myself. As a matter of fact, I'm a bit of an alchemist. But really, I could just listen to Denock talk more about teleportation circles, and that'll put me to sleep too.
Understood. I need to go now. I have to also meet with the council. She turns to look to you, Cardin, and goes, Cardric should return in a couple of hours. He usually follows the smell of cooking meat. But your sister, she's with the other young maidens, if you would. She's tending to what she can. You should visit her. And
I will visit her, and then when Cardric comes back, I will have words with him.
she kind of nods and smiles. Walks past you and puts a hand on your shoulder as she does so, and heads off towards where the other elders are currently situated. And leaving you guys to your party to do whatever you want. Eventually, Denock, you finish your private sanctum around the entirety of the herd.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you guys would like to do? Great.
200. Yeah.
What did you say? I didn't get.
The math
His
that I
math
said
was
earlier,
wrong.
it was wrong, but that's okay. I'm fixing it.
Okay.
We got enough room.
All right. So you guys don't really feel like doing anything else. So, Cardin, you spend a little bit of time meeting with your sister, and she's grown. She's begun to well, in your guys' standard and stuff, reach the age of where she could be married off. Currently, there's nobody terribly interested, and you think a lot of that has to do with your father, just being who he is.
Fair.
But she's glad to see you. She's currently working hard to make sure that that individuals from both the hunting and the scout groups are nursed back to health. Those who are unable to go out the next day do not go out the next day. A lot of maintaining and making sure that the dumb boys are not hurt going too bad. It's kind of her role at the moment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As the meat is cooked and you guys begin to have a lovely evening amongst the herd, there comes a moment where you guys hear the snapping of sticks, kind of relatively close to your guys' area. And as you guys kind of turn, Cardin, you too, with your high passive perception, notice and almost immediately, and for the rest of you guys, almost like a carbon copy of Cardin is standing kind of just at the edge of the tree line, and just kind of like is standing there with kind of like his okay, kind of just standing there, kind of mouth ajar, kind of looking bewildered. Carden? What the fuck? As Carden, you see your brother, Cadric, standing kind of across the fire.
Magic bullshit. We were on the islands in the sky.
You brought a lizard
Hello
home.
there, Cadric.
What the?
Hi, you're a lizard.
Better than being confused as to what body I'm in.
Fair.
This one might be your type, Cadric. I brought him home specifically for you.
The fuck?
What just happened to you, Carden?
And Cart just breaks out in laughter.
You absolute bastard. What the?
You sure you want to call him that? Because then you'd be a bastard too.
He doesn't need any of your smart assery.
He turns and looks and goes.
Some dumb
He turns
Oh,
and
yeah,
looks
you're
to you
just
and just kind of goes,
fantastic.
"We're not twins. We're brothers. Regardless, what the hell, man? Why do you just?" And at this point, you can tell he's getting angry. He kind of marches forward a few steps and goes, "You just disappear without saying a word."
It's not like any of us really had a say in
I
it.
disappeared in my sleep. I was raptured up to the sky.
Basically, a god decided, hey, these guys look like they can do something, and brought us to an island up in the sky.
A god.
Carden, you know what
god?
raptured means?
Yeah, I've stopped getting surprised at his somehow unnatural knowledge of big words anymore.
Nah.
He gets a free one per day.
That's his word for the day. What? Carter kind of goes.
Which word?
What god just teleports you to a completely different area?
What was his name? Martin?
Martin.
One before all the ones that are worshipped today.
And that's coming from a priest.
Martin.
Priests,
I don't.
actually.
I'm not aware of any Martin as a god. Like what?
It's
His
Martin
worship has
S. Martin S.
My bad.
His worship has pretty much been forgotten.
What the fuck, Carden? What the hell did you get yourself into?
Hey,
Hold
if,
the seat. We'll talk
You know-
it all over.
you know, if not for Martin S, we wouldn't have arrived back here on the surface anyway. We'd still be up in the sky fighting battles. It's only because we were all on the verge of death that we were brought here.
Or completely dead in your case.
Carden just
I actually did die, yes.
Brother, it says vampires.
What the fuck is a vampire? Did I cut out? Oh no! I think-
Bloodsuck
surprisingly apt
motherfucking
description.
suckers.
Denoc will mage hand Katya again.
Ooh, worth it.
You can see him now kind of like grab the bridge of his nose and just kind of.
Welcome to the insane fuckery that is our little group.
Well, it's just one of the fights. Oh, this vampire
By
was
the
someone we've
grace of-
killed before, too.
By the grace of On, what the fuck, Carden? Like, brother, come on. Like,
Just Katya leans towards Dinok. Just wait till he sees me in the morning. I
I
can't-
see. I have heard you have been moody lately, brother, since I left.
well, yeah, my fucking brother was presumed dead. I was in mourning. You fucker.
And now we're in evening.
That one dies a lot,
Yes,
doesn't he?
I was dead when my
Yeah.
body did not show up. Never expect someone dead until you see their body, and even after that, stab it a few more times. I speak from experience.
Carden, you were gone for over a month.
Actually,
was-
it's been about 4 months now since we started this.
I believe so, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have to go.
4
count,
months
but-
is over a month.
Oh,
You're
dude.
not wrong.
I'm bad at telling time. It's fine.
It's been a while. I know that much.
It's been 4 months, but it felt like 2 years.
I don't understand. 4 months is 4 months. How can it feel like?
When you've seen some of the shit we've had to deal with, you'd be surprised.
I live
That
on the
form-
surface, you fuck.
Yeah, we've traveled. In our time, we discovered that there's not just one floating sky island, there's several of them. And then we flew on a magic bullshit air fortress that we rented out to some giants so they could come down to the surface and start up civilization again. And then we got our asses handed to us by vampires and warped to the surface. Yes, after dying, 4 months feels like 2 years.
You do realize we've seen people have what we've watched people get their lungs and heart and sometimes throat literally ripped out through their anus, right?
I've
Brother,
done
you
that a few times personally.
brother,
Seen a
you've
picture.
explained this to them,
Mine
right?
through the anus was definitely one of the ones that was my personal favorite.
That demon did have a good touch. It was rather funny. I felt sorry for Judas, but he.
But he had it coming, right?
He did.
I'm laughing. Katya's not.
Indeed.
But regardless, we see horror on a daily basis. Like multiple floating islands. Okay,
Okay, well, when one floating island is all you've known your entire life, and all of a sudden that kind of information is dropped on you, that and people live on the surface, it could be a bit overwhelming. But you can't possibly tell me that you remember every single day and know exactly how much time has passed.
sense.
At all times.
At all times.
At all times? No, I mean, sometimes I sleep and I don't know how much time passes while I sleep. I know it's usually from sometime after sun goes down to sun comes up.
I can tell exactly how long it's going to take until sunrise. And then Dinok lists off the exact by the second.
That would
You
be
need to get a
annoying.
life.
Well, it also lets me pull some bullshit moves like, if I ever take a test, immediate perfect recollection of every single answer I need to take.
What is
Assuming the people down here take tests.
what is a test? The only
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that one. I don't believe that's a thing.
Adia, you don't know what a test is either?
I mean, metaphorically, what a test is.
is it
Do
similar
you
to
have
trial?
some-
Is it similar to trial by combat?
Yes, but more for the brain than for physical.
How do you fight
Oh.
with the brain?
That would be a. That would be a.
Simple. You open up Carden's head, take out that pee, and throw it at someone.
Would this not kill
Oh,
Cardin?
Lord.
I would not want to kill my own brother.
Ignore that one. He's the sarcastic one of our group.
You can see now, like this man is
Oh,
thoroughly
an
confused.
academic assessment. That's what we called them.
Yeah, I guess an assessment is another word for it.
Academic.
No, academic. Academic.
I'm
Assessment.
confused.
Academic.
It checks your knowledge on certain topics.
Why is
For
S giving you a
example,
mint
is this
that
much
tastes like
poison?
ass?
Think of it this way. It's checking to see if you can remember which mushroom is poisonous and which one is beneficial.
Oh, we have something similar to that. We just call it what demon kills you faster, which demon doesn't.
I can see right now, Cardin, you and your brother are two peas in a pod.
No, we are two people in a herd. Very different. Peas we
Point.
eat, herds travel.
Very different.
Point proven.
I don't understand.
He's getting
See, yeah,
Honestly.
even Cardin understands, and he's the dumb one. He understands.
and we,
Peas get
and we
eaten.
don't get eaten. And we don't get eaten. Thus we're not peas.
Oh god. Oh, the gods did not bless y'all with intelligence.
What is that?
Point proven.
Something
eat it?
you are in a vast deficiency of.
Lies. I am not
Hope he knows
deficient
what
in
that word
anything.
means.
That would
Lies.
have been the one thing he knew.
Lies. I am not lacking in anything. I am well-rounded warrior.
I didn't say you were lacking. I said you had a deficiency.
But is deficiency not a lack of? I'm not sure. I've only heard Mother use this term.
Ah! Well, we know who's got the brains in the family, I suppose.
Mother definitely has more influence than we do.
We'll tell you what deficiency really means when you're older.
Ah!
Or you tell me now. What?
Tell us now.
Okay. Deficiency is when you go to the coast and you look out and you say defish in sea.
And slapping Cody in the back of the head.
I want to roll a deception on that.
Sure, go for it. Oh God.
By the way, roll it at disadvantage because Dinox gonna say he's bullshitting you.
Oh, okay. Oh no! So I mean an 11.
So his natural 1, or your natural 1 for a total of 11, still technically beats his natural 2 for a total of like he's probably got like a 6 at that with that roll. And he kind of just goes, actually that makes a lot of sense.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Why would Mother use it in the term of lacking?
Valinar
He
and
begins
Corey is
scratching
just
his
gonna
head.
go, look,
Ah,
in Corey, Valinar's just gonna go, don't listen to him, he's an idiot. Deficiency is just something you're not good at.
He turns to you and goes, Ed and Corey, he goes, you speak our tongue?
uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, well that was interesting. What the hell was it?
Sorry.
Where did that come from?
My phone went off. Sorry.
It was perfect timing, by the way.
Your tongue, yeah. I'm the only person that I know of on the surface
Huh.
until I met him. On the surface, on the islands.
Interesting. So you have the oh, what is it called? The
Mind thing he says in his head.
that the same I guess, illness that the garden has. Do you know if it's
By the
terminal?
way, are they speaking in Cory still, or are they back to common?
After it was spoken in his head, he would have changed back to common. He would have gone.
Oh,
to
did
that.
you do that mind thing again?
Yes.
Yes, it is terminal.
No. Yes to me using the mind thing. I was answering his question.
Oh,
It's a spirit
Um,
thing, actually.
It's some sort of weird spirit thing. The people on the island seem to think that one of us basically is the herald of a changing era or something like that.
looks to
What would do
Carden.
if they discovered everyone who's down here?
Looks to Carden. Looks to Valinar. Back to Carden. Back to Valinar.
Based on what I've heard about your island, Valinar,
Yeah.
if they
yeah,
learn, if they learn there are people down here, they just come down here and try to conquer them.
I don't think
No, based on what I've seen on my island, they'd probably come down here and try to kill everyone.
they could try. Plus, I don't think either one of you, and he points to you, Valinar, and back to Carden. I don't think either one of you are worthy of being a herald.
Well,
And who would
it
be?
depends. Do we have a horn?
A herald is typically a grand warrior, some kind of extremely powerful being that serves a higher power and protects their faith.
I mean, I was literally tasked with saving everyone that follows my faith from a crazy person trying to kill them. And everyone, and basically destroy the world.
So you are a herald in making, potentially.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yes. That's what we were told. I've been thinking about the old ones.
You've been thinking about the old ones.
You think?
Yes, I've been thinking.
Yeah, wait, you've been thinking? That's new.
Brother, I
Let's
never,
not panic. The
Brother-
world may be ending, but
brother, I never thought I'd hear you talk about the old ones ever. You didn't really believe in the ways back when Sigilic was talking about them.
by the way, for
Well,
those uninformed, old ones?
Some of the experiences that we've had on the
Ah.
island's end on the surface, and meeting Martin has got me thinking about the old ones.
Okay. The old ones are the ancient warriors who came before us. The individuals who originally conquered the lands before even demons walked.
Yes, and the been passed down through the generation.
There you go. Yes, it's a... We'll call it a, religion, if you will. Well, lots of them are based on deities as well, but at least the imagery. Very similar to some deities, but a lot of the old ones are specific to our tribe. They were all once a wraith. Or so goes the
That is
legend.
true.
Excuse me. Can we go back to that one word? Did you say wraith?
Yes, that is the name of the herd. Ah, shit, my thing cut out.
I thought it was wrath.
Hi?
Say that again? Nope. No go. Alright, let's try that again. Hello?
Ray.
Hello?
Okay, I think we're back now.
Great.
Okay, I think I'm back now. What the
Well-
fuck? That's alright. We're gonna wrap up here in just a minute. What did you say, Dinak? I'm terribly sorry.
I thought it was wrath, as in rage.
Who? The tribe? Oh, you...
Yeah.
No, they've been the Wraiths for many generations. Cedric Wrath is one of the last members of the Wraths, but he was, as far as I'm aware, the Wraiths have been what we've been called for many, many years. And then, Carden, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm reading that right.
Yeah, it's the Wraiths.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, that's the name of the tribe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The Wraiths is what his tribe is called. Well, brother, if you're interested in the old ones, we'll go visit one of the temples. There's one on the way to the stronghold. We can swing by tomorrow. You think you're up for
Sounds
Is there
good.
any,
Oh, sorry. Multiple
is
people
there
spoke
any
at once.
restriction to outsiders?
I'd have to ask Cedric. He's never spoken on this. You can understand how often we have outsiders in our company is next to never. But don't worry. Cedric is at temple. We can all go to temple, and I'll ask him when we arrive. I am gonna...
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Then we shall do that. And as you guys talk and drink and eat late into the night, as the howls of the creatures in the woods and the screams of other creatures that permeate the woods. That is where we'll end the session for tonight. As we have already gone over time a little bit.
And all of our technical difficulties is starting to piss me off.
Yeah, I agree.
that's
I don't know why
technology.
it's doing that. Like, seriously, I have great
That's
connection.
a long rest, right?
Yes. You guys...
Okay.
Well, no, because I have to roll for the...
Okay, fair.
I have to roll for the night things, which I will do pretty much off stream and before next session, and just kind of go from there. But you guys are doing fine. I'm annoyed with the tech issues too. I don't understand why they're this way, but they are. So, oh well.
Maybe it'll be next time.
I hope to God they are. If not, I probably will have to go back a update on OBS because it could be part of that's causing that. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had fun. And I hope to see everybody next weekend. Have a good night, everyone.
See y'all
Bye.
next time.